Okay, so today we're making okra, ladyfingers, some people call them. And I'm just going to show you how I'm going to prepare this. I'm just going to take one just to show you, and I'm going to show you how we're going to chop this now. So all you're going to do is you're going to chop the ends off first, just like this, and then we're just going to cut them into centimetre size. So just like a centimetre. I'm just going to do that with all of them. And then show you what I'll do next. Okay, so the okra is now all chopped. I've chopped them into 1 centimetre cubes, and I've got 3 medium onions and then just 1 small onion. The secret to okras is the more onions you add in, the more tasty it is. So I'm just going to chop these up and I'll show you what the next step will be. Okay, so I've got some oil in the pan. I'm just going to add the onions that I cut. Just going to put all them in. And I'm just going to allow this to cook until it's like a golden brown, just like a very light brown, not too dark. I'm just going to stir this in and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So the secret, as I told you before, to make okra, or ladyfingers, whatever you would like to call it, is to put lots and lots of onions in, because that's what makes it really tasty. So I've added about, you can say 3 medium onions and there was 1 small onion, so call it 3.5 onions I've chopped up on here. And I'll come back and show you once it's golden brown. Okay, so the onions are nicely sizzling away. I'm just going to add in 1 centimetre of ginger, not too much. Okay, we're just going to add 3 cloves of garlic. So just add them in and then just continue to stir. Okay, now that the onions are like a translucent colour and have gone very lightly browned, we're just going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That's 1. I'm just going to add 1/2. Also going to add 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder, haldi powder. Add that and then just stir that in. Okay, we're also going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of red chilli powder. I'm just going to stir that in. Just continue to stir and just cook this for 1 to 2 minutes. And then we will add the tomatoes in. So just going to allow that to cook on medium heat for 1 to 2 minutes. That's all you need. Okay, so I finally chopped 2 medium-sized tomatoes. Just going to put them in and then just continue to stir. And we're just going to continue to cook this for at least 5 to 10 minutes until the tomatoes have all mashed up. And then I'll tell you what the next step is. So I'm just going to leave that to cook on medium heat for about 5 minutes, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and as you can see, the tomatoes have slightly disappeared. I can still see them. So I'm just going to cook it for another 5 minutes on low heat with the lid on, and then I'll show you what it looks like, because I want the tomatoes to completely disappear, so that you can't see it before I actually add the okras in. So I'm just going to put the lid on and I'll come back and show you another 5 minutes. Okay, so it's been another 5 minutes now. We're just going to lift the lid. Yeah, now the tomatoes are all mushed up now. So what I'm going to do now is I've got the okras that we chopped up before, and I'm going to add them in. Some people normally fry them and then put them in, but I don't think it's necessary, so I'm just going to add them in. Once you add the okras in, please, please, please do not add any water at this point at all, otherwise it will start giving out a sticky residue. So please do not add any water at all at this stage, and just continue to stir this. Just very gently stir this. After putting the okras in, try not to stir it too often. Otherwise they have these little beads inside them, like seeds, and they tend to come out and it doesn't look nice when they're spread across your dish there. So just continue to cook this, and we're just going to cook this on medium heat with the lid on, just until it's softened. Do not cook it on high heat because it will burn. You're just going to cook it until the stickiness goes. So you'll notice when you do put the okras in that they give out this sticky residue. So all you're going to do is you're going to continue to cook this until that stickiness is completely gone. But definitely do not add water at this stage. And I'm just going to cover this and cook this on medium heat for about 10 minutes, and I'll come back and have a look what it looks like. Once you've combined all the masala together, just cover it on medium heat and then just leave it to cook for at least 5-10 minutes. I'll come back and show you, just to let you know what it looks like. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. I did go in after a few seconds and just shut the pan a little bit so that it's not sticking at the bottom, so you can certainly check it as well. So it's been about 15 minutes anyway, so I'm just going to check it. And as you can see, the stickiness has gone, so there's no stickiness in there at all now, so it's completely disappeared. And all we're going to do is we're just going to continue to cook this until it actually softens. So it's not yet softened yet, so I'm just going to continue to cook this. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes since I put the okra in total. And as you can see, it's all cooked now, and it's really soft, and you can just break it. So that's ready, and it's ready to serve. If you do like my recipes, I would really appreciate it if you can like, share, and definitely subscribe, because I've got lots more recipes that I would like to share with you. So I hope you like this one. I hope you do try it. It's a healthy recipe,